Everybody wants to take a dessert to the 4th of July picnic, but you don't want to stand in a hot kitchen to make it. So we've got the solution. Janine Washle is here from Cloverfield's Farm and Kitchen to show us some great no-bake pie ideas. And this one is called a Banoffee pie.
Banoffee, banana and toffee.
Sounds wonderful.
Oh my goodness, it is. So we've got a chocolate graham cracker crust, homemade chocolate graham cracker crust. If you don't want to make your own crust, which is super easy by the way, 1.5 cups of graham cracker crumbs, a stick of butter, and a tablespoon of cocoa. So easy. Pat it into your pan, let it sit in the refrigerator for an hour. Done.
And I think I'm a crust snob. I think the crust makes or breaks a pie.
I totally
And a homemade
agree.
graham cracker crumb crust cannot be beat, in my opinion.
I totally agree. And this is the Crisco shortening crust that tastes just like the Pillsbury refrigerated crusts, but it's so easy to make. I put a tablespoon of cocoa in that as well. So this is, you know, a home-baked pastry crust. And then this is a no-bake crust made with dates, almond meal, and toasted graham cracker crumbs. Okay. And then you just pat it into your pan.
So those are blueberry no-bakes. This one is a Buckeye pie.
That's right.
It's got a peanut buttery filling.
Yes.
And then
it's
got a chocolate ganache on it.
Party pie because I've taken the equivalent of two, you know, like a double layer pie, you know, where you use 2 crusts. So this is 2 crusts worth of crust in here. Okay. It's way easier to cut if you bring it to a party than cutting a pie. I mean, pies are easy to cut, but if you've got children involved, you don't want them messing with the pie. So you just cut it into squares, but it's your pie filling, pie crust, party pie.
Good. All right, so we're going to get back to our Banoffee pie.
Our Banoffee pie, yes.
The next layer on this is going to be toffee, which you say is also very easy to make. You do it on the stove.
Super easy. 1 can of sweetened condensed milk, a cup of dark brown sugar, and butter.
Okay.
So
now, dark brown sugar makes it toffee. If you put light brown sugar in it, it would be caramel.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I'm just going to pour this
in. Which also doesn't sound bad.
It does not. But this has a more intense flavor. Okay. So then, when you do this step, you take it and put it in the refrigerator and let it harden up.
So we're going to switch it out.
That's right.
Magic of television.
And then you end up with this.
Okay.
And then
so it's going to set up a little bit. Then we're going to put on a layer of bananas, right?
Yes, fresh bananas.
Just
cover it with that.
Okay.
And you can just tumble them on there.
That's better. That's because nobody's going to see this, right? We're just going to cut it open.
We're going to cover this with freshly whipped cream. And this is just 2 cups of whipped cream, a little bit of gelatin so that if your party's outside, your whipped cream won't melt. A 1/4 cup of powdered sugar and a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. Whip it all up together, and then this is called stabilized whipped cream. Okay. And you can just plop that on there.
Just plop it on and then spread it out.
Spread it out. Okay. And then we'll put just a little dusting of cocoa to echo the flavors of our crumb crust. Okay. Now this is a pie that actually inspired this British classic. This is actually a very popular pie in England.
But it came from America.
Exactly. Usually things come from other countries to us, like coleslaw, hot dogs, you know, Germany, and the Dutch actually brought those over. But in this case, this British chef tasted this in San Francisco at Blum's Coffee House, and it was called coffee toffee pie. Okay. No bananas. He went back to his country, opened up a restaurant, loved that pie so much that he came up with this. Now, in his version, he puts a little bit of coffee into the whipped cream, but in my version, I actually use chocolate. Okay. And then we'll just put a little dusting of cocoa powder just to accent it. And that's how easy that is. Store the you know, if you have any leftovers in the refrigerator, and it'll hold for about 3 days.
Great. Janine, thank you so much. If you go to our website, wdrb.com, go to the morning page. We've got a link there to get you in touch with Janine. She'll send you recipes for all of these desserts so you can give one a try for the 4th of July. I can't wait to try them all.
I know.
Thank you, Janine.
They're delicious.